Next one. Mean drunks.
This is facts.
This one made me laugh so hard.
The domineering energy when Capricorns are drunk.
Oh my God. Because they say, your moon sign comes out when you're drinking.
Heavy.
I feel like they can be, or they can let loose and start cracking the funniest fucking jokes.
Yes, it's one or the other. Either they're going to be like,
yeah,
staring you down like, what's up, you trying me?
No,
or they're cracking jokes.
Literally.
It really is.
Or they start talking shit about their family. I've noticed that about them. Like, they're like, you know what? They got me fucked up. Like, nobody
Just
understands how much I do.
How hard I work.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I actually saw something really silly.
Hi, by the way.
Hi. Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
What did you see?
Happy Friday. I actually want to start off this episode with a couple of snack things.
Okay.
Because this is kind of like
snack
and beverage related. So first, I saw Tropicana. You know, the orange juice.
Yeah, the one that comes in that I guess it comes in the things too.
Mm-hmm. They are making a special bottle for mimosa drinkers.
Where there isn't too much?
Yes, so you basically can spray it into your...
Spray it?
Yes,
like
you
the new
spray
Dawn
it.
spray?
Yes!
But
you
it's a spray.
You spray orange juice into your champagne, and there's different settings.
For how much or how little?
Exactly, how you want it to stream.
That's absolutely insane, and I need it.
Right?
Like, that's me.
I was like, okay.
I don't even like orange. I want it for the color. I do not want it for the taste. I do not want it for volume.
Correct.
I want mostly champagne, 98%, 2% juice.
Yes.
Like, I
just
hate the taste of orange juice or anything in champagne. Like, I'll have it if I have to, but I much prefer sipping on some champagne. And for some reason, us as a society, we've deemed it to be so wrong to have champagne in the morning, but you can have mimosas. It's the same thing.
Right.
Let me drink it.
It is. It totally is. Yeah, no, I just want like a drop. So I felt I had to bring it up because I feel like it's for all the girlies and the fellas or whatever, and the peoples who agree that they just want a drop or two of juice in their champagne.
No, that's
literally
perfect.
So I'm actually really excited about it.
And I hope I'm manifesting a really good Super Bowl commercial for it.
Yes.
Because like this product itself is so iconic. Like, there could be so many commercials made about this.
Yeah.
Like, everyone has their, you know what I mean? They have their mimosas. Oh my God, you forgot about your one friend. They're like, oh my God, there's no more orange juice. And you're like, just kidding. Swish, swish. You got your mimosa.
Mimosa ready.
That's insane.
Right? Yeah. I was pretty excited.
I love that.
About that. Okay, are you ready for another snack
Yes.
fact?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I don't know as much about this one, but I saw it on the interwebs today. They are making a blue hot Cheeto called Cool Cheeto. Sarah is a hot Cheeto lover. I need her hot, maybe cool take.
I see what you did there. Yeah. What is that, like Cool Ranch Doritos? Like, I don't get it. What is it?
I have no idea what flavor it's supposed to be. All I know is that motherfucker is blue. It's a blue Cheeto.
My thing is,
I can't eat things that are blue or like drink things that are blue. I have like a weird...
Oh, you have a weird thing.
I have a weird thing about it.
My thing is, my favorite Gatorade is the Glacier, like the blue one.
You do love that Glacier one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the light blue one. That's my shit. Like, I like blueberries. Like, I don't fucking know. I feel like, though, blue hot Cheetos is where I have to draw the line. I don't know. Like, that seems really, like, fraudulent and not real.
I feel like you have to be doing some, like, really weird things in the chip lab to make the chip blue. And what is a blue flavor?
No, what is the blue flavor? And
I think you were close with the Cool Ranch or something, like some type of ranch.
But even
or something.
Cool Ranch Doritos aren't fucking blue.
No,
the bag that's
true.
blue.
It's so true. And they are, like, dark, like a blue.
First of all, what's that going to do to my teeth, to my tongue? And then after that... Exactly. I am fucking 28 years old. who the fuck do I look like eating blue shit out of a bag?
Oh my God.
And again, people are probably gonna be like, Sarah, do what you want to do. I'm talking about like in terms of my body, I don't feel good like eating shit like that. When I'm eating normal hot Cheetos, I like to pretend that it's natural flavors with some chili on top. We all know it's not, but I'm not gonna fucking eat blue Cheetos and think that I'm on some sort of like healthy lifestyle change.
100%. And this is maybe TMI, but I'm gonna go there. When I was young, my brother loved hot Cheetos. He's gonna be so mad if you ever listen to this, but he won't. Okay, so we loved hot Cheetos, and I remember he ate a whole bag in one sitting one time. And you know what happens, right? Your a-hole is on fire, and your poop is like red from all of the hot Cheeto. And I just wonder, is your poop gonna be blue?
It could be.
Is it gonna be blue?
Bitch, it might be.
And I'm like,
I don't know.
That is wrong. It's wrong.
It's just something about that is off.
You know?
Like no.
That's why I also don't like to drink like blue drinks, you know, like a Adios motherfucker or something like that. I know that's a very popular drink when people are just starting out, you know, like in 21, like when they're 21, or I mean, some people like to drink it, whatever. And some people just like to have blue drinks. But I'm so afraid that if I get sick, I'm going to be vomiting blue.
That's the part that fucks with you.
Yes!
I'm vomiting blue. Like it's blue.
It's blue! I swear that's what I think.
What's wrong with me? You ate something blue.
But what is naturally blue?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like no food is, blueberries,
okay.
I guess.
Missed opportunity or good opportunity for the hot Cheetos commercial. They should have the girl that was eating that blue bubble gum in
Willy
Charlie
Wonka.
and the Chocolate Factory. And they could have her, like, you know what I mean, be there, like, eating opening up a bag of blue hot Cheetos and eating it. She's like, and then she starts turning blue. That would be a really good commercial.
I love that.
Right?
Yes. And a little nostalgia mixed in there. We all love a nostalgia moment.
No, legit. Pay me. If you take this, I'll sue you.
This is trademarked.
It's war. I will own hot Cheetos. I will do great things. Okay, so you guys remember how we did most vengeful / revenge seeking zodiac signs video? And if you haven't, go watch it. I feel like it's such a good
It's a great.
And anyway, let me get closer to you.
Let me come in and get intimate.
So one of the signs we picked was obviously Scorpio. And I was so mad because after we had already posted that video and filmed it, I didn't get to speak about one of my points, which was such a good point. And it had to do with a celebrity. And I was so mad. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I can talk about it in the podcast.
Yes.
And the people that fuck with the podcast, they can just hear it all.
Yes.
So one of the things that I wrote down about Scorpio was the song Kill Bill in her new album, which is very much about, you know, taking revenge, like killing her ex. Like SZA's going in, and it's one of the most popular songs on the album. But there's this part at the end, and even before we had decided to do this video concept of most vengeful signs, as a Scorpio, there was this part at the end of this song that when she started singing, I guess like after like maybe 10 listens, I really listened to what she was saying at the end, and I was like, holy shit, like this is like I love it because it's so crazy and it's so good. So I don't know if you noticed, but at the end when she's like kind of repeating the same line, she says, talking about why she did what she did, she said, I did it all for love. I did this all on no drugs. I did all of this sober. And I feel like that part when I was like, oh my God, I did this all for love. I did this all sober. I did this all on no drugs. Like, as if like she is literally trying to tell the people, I did this for love. And no, I was not on drugs.
Right.
I did all this shit sober. I killed him sober. I killed him on no drugs. And I did it for love. And I killed her for love.
I'm low-key proud of it.
And I'm proud of it because I'm screaming it to the world, you know? And I thought that was such a Scorpio revenge moment that like she's proudly saying like, I don't need to be on drugs to act like that. And I was dead ass sober. So I'm glad I got to share it with you guys because it hit for me and I wanted to share it with the class.
Yes. I'm so happy that you did bring it up because, man, the energy that Scorpios can bring and the craziness sometimes and the passion of love, you know? And it's not just like, it's how other people make you feel, you know? Like, they get you to this point of crazy.
You asked for this.
Because Scorpios are actually the sweetest, most loving energies, you know, when you're kind to them. But if you cross them, of course, they are going, like we said in that video, revenge is the most logical, sensible option. And what you just said is exactly that.
Literally.
I'm fucking sober. I did it out of love. I didn't need no drugs. I meant that shit.
Literally. Like, actually, like, I'm
savage.
standing by it.
You know?
You know? And it's crazy because this is why we don't want to get too close to people. This is why. Like, when we are young and we definitely can't control our emotions. Mm-hmm. And I know she talked about how this album was, like, her kind of healing from what she was going through. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But in the stages of healing, not healed. And it's so true. Like, you can't help but, as a Scorpio, you can't help but feel like, well, you know what? You knew what it was before you got close to me, and I tried to tell you I don't get fucking close to people, and now that we are separating, you're going to see me. You're going to see all of me, because I showed you 98%, and now it's time for the 2%.
Factual. As Drake said, you know what it was when you signed up.
Ding, ding, ding.
You know? Yeah. And the crazy part is, you signed up, and they get crazy, and you're like, damn, you crazy. I still love you, though.
No, legit.
You know, they be saying the wildest shit, most foul shit. We be letting these Scorpios back in sometimes.
You know, sometimes.
You know?
I don't know, actually. We can change the topic. I don't know if I want to talk about this anymore. No, because it is true. It is true. I have said some reckless shit. It don't make it right, but it was right at the moment for me. It's so wrong. But definitely, I feel like I got my message across in the fastest amount of time. It's all about quality over quantity.
The point was made. That's never the question about Scorpio, okay? The point was made.
Truly. It's up to you, Scorpio, if you feel like it's worth it or not. You know what I mean? Because there's no going back after you say that. And if they decide that they fuck with you enough to stay after you said that, amazing, they're in it. But that might be the one that makes them look at you and be like, yeah, no, I thought I could handle you, but you are crazy. Bye.
But you gotta say that's you. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Like,
at least
they know, and everybody knows what we working with.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is that when you show that and they leave or they show signs of weakness,
tell them that they're weak.
You let them go. You don't try to like convince them
hold on tighter,
why your crazy is worth it and why your intensity is worth it and why your jealousy and possessiveness is worth it.
Yeah.
You don't have to convince the right people. The right people know why you're acting like that. And hopefully you can actually grow out of that at some point.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's a lot in here. It's a lot.
So, teasing kind of into one of our future videos, but also I kind of want to talk about it here too.
Yeah.
So, after our last podcast, when you talked to me about Miley and her new song, and I just have been seeing so much more stuff about her and Liam and like their very toxic relationship. I heard the song and I was like, okay, I need to look up her actual birth chart.
Right.
And we're going to do her whole birth chart. So make sure you check out that video.
Yeah.
But I found out that she mostly has Scorpio placements and she's literally 1% of Sagittarius. Like she's
a Sag sun, right?
Sagittarius sun, yes.
Which I still see. I see so much of her Sag sun and her fiery, you know what I mean? Nature, but she also has Capricorn too, right?
She does. She has a lot of Capricorn placements as well.
And her moon and I believe her Mercury are in Scorpio. Which, the way she expresses herself and her emotions are in the same sign. So it's very easy for herself to, I would assume, communicate her feelings, which we have seen that.
Yes.
And I just think it's crazy because I see now the revenge.
Yeah.
You know, like this song, this is what I mean when I said it's not like always revenge, like, oh, I'm going to do something. Like it's something subtle like this where you hope the people write the story for you.
Yes.
Did I not say this exact thing in our last video?
That's the most...
Like, literally. Like, it just gets dropped or, you know, you make it happen and it becomes number one and people start speculating and you're like, yeah, I'm the number one song right now. I bet my ex sees this.
Yes. Exactly that. And this is
I love that song
haunting them. I know, it's so great because everyone is singing it at the top of their lungs.
And I think it's helping a lot of people heal.
Oh, for sure. And it's just also, I feel like such a vibration of fuck you to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Literally.
Like, yes, we're all singing it in some ways about
Ourselves.
who we felt that song relates to. But at the end of the day, Miley wrote it, you know, about Liam. And
literally.
like, we are all singing her anthem of
Fuck
screw
you to him. And
I love that.
I love
and
that.
I love when
because
anthems like this happen.
You can share it. You know what I mean? It goes to her, but also I feel like every person or every woman sings this and understands that they don't need a man and that everything that you think you need a man for, you can do for yourself and you can give yourself. And there's something so beautiful about that and so freeing about that. And sometimes I'm envious, but it's fine. I wish a song like this came out when I went through like my first heartbreak.
Yeah.
Like that is like such a transformative, beautiful song. So I love it. I love that it's making people feel confident. And it makes me think about, you made a great point, and I've always thought this about artists and music, especially people who write their own songs. I feel like if they have the opportunity to sing their own songs and that song becomes popular, essentially everyone in the world is releasing that energy that you wanted to release through that song with you. They're kind of like behind you, like pushing it. Like kind of like like a midwife. You know what I mean? They're helping you release that energy.
Yeah. No. Oh my God, that's so true. And you know, okay, in the negative sense of that, that's really freaking funny. In the negative sense of that, kind of speaking about SZA again, you know, off of her first album, she talked about how, gosh, what is that? What was one of her most popular songs that she said she didn't want to keep singing anymore. Yes, The Weeknd. She didn't want to keep singing that anymore because it put her
in a bad
space, you know, and it reminded her of where she was in that moment. And it was it put all of us there in that moment, you know, and it was healing for us in that moment. But like equally, I feel like many of us are like, okay, I mean, at least if we've healed, we're like, I'm not singing that song anymore. Yeah. If that makes sense.
For sure.
You know?
Totally.
Even when it was like such an anthem, and that's the beauty of music. And I feel like, I guess, people with Scorpio placements, in a sense, who can really express their pain. And I feel like that's the beauty of, I mean, musicians truly when they do it well.
Anyone who has a craft where they can express their creativity, usually you're the best at it when you're putting your emotions behind it.
1000%.
Like that's when it's the most received by people because they truly feel your emotions. and it taps into their emotions and now they're able to release with you, which is just so, so, so beautiful. Honestly, music is such a beautiful thing and it's so therapeutic to listen to.
Yes, one of my, when I went to college, my dad gave me this like really cool wooden piece thing, and he told me that my granddad gave it to him, and I was like, oh, that's so special that he's giving it to me as I'm going to college too. And it says, music makes people more beautiful. And I felt that was so true, and it just makes us also connect with others. And I feel music is one of the few things that is actually universal in this world that allows us to connect even if we don't speak the same language.
It's so true.
You know, and I think that's so powerful.
No, it really, really is. And I think it's so interesting for me as an immigrant who has the opportunity to experience so many different cultures, especially from the fact that I live in California in the Bay Area. And like the music industry, like they sample songs from so many different cultures. And like my boyfriend, like besides me, we like to compete in terms of who has the best, you know, music taste.
A good relationship.
In
my eyes.
Literally. And like, you know, he shows me songs and I show him songs where like they sampled like an old school, like, whatever it may be, like an Indian song or like
Mhm.
Cuban
Yeah.
or like Iranian, like legit. And I think those are like the coolest because you just get to hear that culture's music, and then
Mhm.
it's like someone American like singing over it, or like whatever it would be. Even if it's not fully an American song, just hearing other people's music from their culture, it makes me feel alive, especially if I get to see
sure.
how they dance to that music.
Oh my god.
Because you just get to experience
That's
them
lit.
in their element.
Yes.
You know,
that's
and
the
like
best.
my country, like, Iranians, we love to dance. Like, we love live music. Like,
Mhm.
either my cousin or someone I know very close to me knows how to play like 5 different things. Like, it's just very much a normal thing in my culture. And I'm so grateful for that because I feel like with music, you are able to, even if you're not making it and writing it yourself, experiencing it, dancing with it, falling asleep to it, being in your own little world with it, you're truly releasing emotions that maybe otherwise you wouldn't have, or you would have done at a slower pace if that music wasn't a catalyst for you.
100%.
That song wasn't a catalyst.
Yes. And it's the same thing for like Black Caribbean culture as well. Like, I love when I'm with my Black family and we're just singing and then randomly everyone is like harmonizing. I'm like, what is happening in here? Like,
Right.
this is beautiful.
Right.
And, we're not necessarily the best dancers, but I feel like in general, obviously it's known that Black people have rhythm and we all got rhythm. And that is very fun to me too. You know, just experiencing, I feel like dancing is another way that we can connect. And as we were talking about music, it actually reminded me within the last year, you were playing something, playing some of your Persian music.
Mhm.
And I think you were like in the shower and I was just doing my own thing. And I literally messaged you and I was like, what is this beautiful song?
I
was like,
remember that.
I'm obsessed. Like,
Yeah.
this is so gorgeous. I had no idea what they're saying, but you can still feel the emotion and the inflection of certain like words and tones. It just pulls on your heartstrings,
It really
even if you
does.
don't understand what they're saying. And it's so freaking beautiful. I love music.
And you know what? I'm just going to say it. To me, I listen to Bad Bunny. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but I do know he makes me feel sexy.
Right,
and I be dancing that thing. I know he's saying. I love how he went from something hella deep. But I'm like, I know he's telling me to shake my ass, and I am.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, literally. It's just sometimes you don't have to understand. You just feel.
Exactly.
And feeling and emotions are a universal language, like you said, full circle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got a random thing I need to like speak about.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, because us as women, we people, we have our periods regularly, sometimes irregularly, and there have been new ways to try and help us with our period. With besides just like pads and tampons, like the cup. And the period panties.
Right.
Y'all heard about the period panties, right? I got me some period panties because I was like, this is great. Sometimes like I have a light flow.
Yeah.
But I found out that one of the period panties, the Thanks period panties is one of the biggest brands.
Oh, the name of it is Thinks?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying the things. I'm like, what?
No, that's
what
the
things?
name. You're like, what are you saying? That's
I'm like,
the
what
brand.
things?
That's the brand of the period panty.
Uh-huh.
She's like, get to it. Okay, that's the brand of the period
I just wanted to
panty.
understand. I was like, what things? Okay, the Thinks underwear brand. What do?
They have toxic chemicals
Bro,
in their panties.
how hard is it to not do that? I don't get it.
And like women are suing because
What is it doing to them?
things were like happening.
Oh my God, I can't.
I didn't look
Like,
too
what
much
kind
into
of
it because I
things?
was like genuinely scared because I have the Thinks.
You haven't put
Thanks.
it on yet. You
No,
think-
I have. I've worn them.
I thought it's still in the package. You're like, it's gonna walk out. It's
No.
gonna come sit on my pussy, and now there's something.
No, but I'm just
you
like,
worn them. Oh my God.
I've worn them like a couple of times through
So that
like.
should, is there like a class action lawsuit?
There is.
Are you gonna
That's
give
why
me
I'm bringing it
$250?
up. I might.
You should keep the receipts.
I should.
Definitely.
I should look it up. Yeah,
Yeah,
I totally
that's
should.
fucked up.
Because, yeah, there's literally toxic chemicals in the panties.
Oh
and
my
they made it try to
God.
seem like, it's this, like, safe, great alternative for
No,
women
that's ridiculous.
Or for people who have light flows, not all,
Yeah.
yes, whatever.
Not all pussies were made the same.
Mm-hmm.
Not all pussies were made equally.
Mm-hmm. And however you want to identify, you may still be having a period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You may not, whatever. I don't want to get into that. But yes.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
It's
like,
crazy
it's
'cause I
toxic
feel
to
like
us out here.
We just made progress in terms of people making organic tampons. And, like,
Exactly.
tampons have been in the industry for years. And, like, pads, too. And so it's like, you are a new product. I'm sure they're not, like, new. Like, there has been, like, diapers for old people and shit. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest.
Not the
like,
diapers.
Yeah. It's the same thing. You're literally...
I mean...
It's just different types of body fluids. Wait, what are you doing? Girl, it's the period diaper.
I mean...
Call it what you want to call it.
Yeah, I guess so.
It don't gotta be sexy. It's a period diaper.
She said it is what it is. I'm like, I just don't feel like a diaper, but
it's a period
I guess
panty.
it is.
Are you gonna go to Victoria's Secret and get your 2-for-1 period panty? Diaper, panty, whatever. I'll call it panty for you. Either way.
No, I think the
like,
diaper panty was appropriate.
I don't even know. Like, either way, I feel like products like this have been out for a long time. And tampons and pads have been out for a long time. And they finally started to make, organic ones that are okay for women or for people to use. So how is it that they created something toxic? Like, that's crazy.
And the fact, okay, here's my other, like, really aggravating thing about it is, like, it was created by women. So how, as a woman, are you, like, screwing over other women?
Don't forget. Women,
I know.
They're probably not using
but
it. I think as humans, we need to understand this. Just because someone's selling a product doesn't mean they use that product. And it's so fucked up because it should be a known thing, or it should be a normal thing for people that promote a product or sell a product to have used it, and that they're pushing this on us because they have had such a good experience with it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us are like, just even this example of you thinking, well, women made it. Like, how could they?
Literally should have known.
Like other shit, where you're like, or like pick-me's. Like, you think you're on the same team. It's not always the case. You want to be. Well, not all of them, but some of us want to be because we think there's more power in numbers.
I'm team
But
women.
not everyone's like that.
I'm team woman all the time until you fuck me over, and then I'm like, you better get off my team.
No, it's like that video. It's so funny. It's like, I stand by all women except some of y'all, because some of y'all be stupid as fuck.
Yes! No, truly. Truly.
So.
Because I love women, and I respect women, and I will protect women at all costs. Until you fuck me over as a woman. And then I'm like, fuck you, because I did all of that for you as a woman, and you're going to treat me like this?
Because, then at the end, it's not just about you being a woman. You're a human that
you've been
fucked me up.
You've been brainwashed, and they can have you.
Granted, I would have taught you more lessons in a shorter amount of time, but, you could go learn the hard way. So, how we posted our Capricorn Moon video the other week?
Uh-huh.
And you had posted on our story asking people what they think the worst toxic traits are. So I took screenshots of those responses. And I think we could just react to them. Like, are you guys down?
Yes.
I feel like that'd be fun. Okay.
Because they were very...
Yeah, they were.
I didn't see all of them, but the ones that were coming in.
All right, ready?
Yes.
First one. Running from emotions.
Ooh.
For Capricorn moons. Yeah.
Ooh.
Definitely.
Ooh, yes.
And what are you running from? Like, Capricorn? Slow down. It's true. They really hate it.
No,
Makes them uncomfy.
So true. And, it reminds me of one of the points that we made in that video of, like, Capricorn expects people to meet them more than halfway, and they're not trying to meet anyone that way. Also, when I read this, I was like, does that Capricorn moon have some other Sagittarius placements.
They running. Yes.
Running, like it felt a little like maybe Sagittarius
Yeah.
energy playing in there
Right.
too. Because yes, Capricorns do like to dodge their emotions too. But
They definitely do.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they keep themselves so busy that they don't have to feel said
Exactly.
emotion.
So that could
they
be running too. Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Next one. Mean drunks.
This is facts.
This one made me laugh so
the
hard.
domineering energy when Capricorns are drunk.
Oh my God. Because they say, your moon sign comes out when you're drinking.
Heavy.
I feel like they can be, or they can let loose and
Heavy.
start cracking the funniest fucking
Yes,
jokes.
it's one or the other. Either they're gonna be like
Yeah.
staring you down, like,
No,
"What's
legit,
up? You
legit.
trying me?"
No,
or they're
literally.
cracking jokes.
Literally.
It really is.
Or
one or
they
the
start
other.
talking shit about their family. I've noticed that about them. Like, they're like, you know what? They got me fucked up. Like, nobody
Just letting it
understands how
out.
much I do.
How hard I work.
No, literally. No, they really
Yeah.
start kind of
Mhm.
expressing
Well,
how
'cause-
unbalanced everything's been
Yes.
in terms of their, like, family life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's.
But that shit was just so funny. Mean drunks.
Right.
That was good. Okay, next one. Someone said their coldness.
I mean, yeah. Like, to me, that's one of the reasons why I struggle with Capricorn moons and Capricorn placements in general. Like, I feel like me being, again, such Sagittarius, Libra moon, jovial, wanting to be loved and accepted all the time, let's be friends. And
Yeah.
they're like,
No, dead ass.
it hurts. And we always talk about their resting bitch face. So even if they aren't actually cold,
Yeah.
they like to put off that cold exterior 1000%.
No, it's true. It's true. My thing is, like, if I come to find out, oh shit, like this person that I'm trying to get to know or whatever, like at work or friend or whatever, like I find out you're a Capricorn moon, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I gotta work extra hard for you, don't I? Like, you know what I mean?
Gotta work for your love.
Literally. And I'm like, I ain't got time for all of that. Like, I really don't. I'm already a Scorpio, so really you should be working for me. But now I gotta work for you, and I'm just like,
The power play.
No, literally. Unless it's supernatural.
Yeah.
And we just, like, feel comfortable. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this Capricorn moon doesn't trust me. I'm gonna work extra hard to, like, be your friend and show you my loyalty. Like, I don't even do that on the regular basis.
Yeah, Scorpio's
So-
like, I'm not gonna work extra hard
I'm like,
to
you know
show
what?
you
I'm
I'm loyal.
all
You
I
need to show me you're loyal.
Exactly.
they
So
feel the
what
same.
I do is both a favor, and I'm like, you know what? Have a good day. I hope you find what you need, because
I'm
it
very
ain't me.
amused by that. I'm very amused by that. You're like, you're gonna open up or you're not. Bye, bitch.
And that might even be my Capricorn rising. I'm like, you know what? No.
Actually,
I'm tired of fucking digging,
screaming
Grandpa.
and hollering.
Hmm.
That's very funny. No,
Lord.
it's so true. It's so true. You know, actually, let's talk about that. I feel like Capricorn works so hard in other ways. They need other easy wins in life. You know,
They do.
people need easy wins
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
You
I
need
don't know
to-
how that's going to come
This
to
is
them.
the most Sagittarius thing ever. People need easy wins. No, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but
I know, and I'm sure.
the way you're
fucking
writing hard for
Capricorn
that.
never thinks about it like that.
Capricorn's like an
I'm like,
easy win.
Right. I'm like, you need it.
You know what I mean. That's
so
really
true.
funny. Just to, like, for your confidence, you know? Is that what you mean? Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
You know, because again, they work so hard and they're very good at delaying that instant satisfaction. But hey, you need a little like nibble
Yeah, you do.
to
you do.
get through.
Mhm.
You know, you can't starve yourself.
No, you can't.
You know?
It's true. You gotta. Yeah. No, I agree.
You know?
Yeah, you're gonna love these two.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Actually,
What?
hold on. Let me relate it to this video.
Oh yeah, yes. Go ahead.
Maybe Capricorn gets their easy win from their like free
Exactly. Yeah, they should.
Literally.
Go get that candy.
Right.
If you
Go
watch
get that
the
candy.
video, you know what we mean.
Yes.
Candy shop.
You know.
Okay, next to our little rough backstabbing. Like,
Oh.
this one was a little personal.
Right.
But maybe
Who hurt you?
but other people maybe get it too.
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know. This one, I don't even know.
Okay, I thought of something.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Maybe. Go in here, y'all. You know, Capricorns, they like to rise to the top. They like to be ambitious. Maybe they stepped on some people along the way, not in a sexual way. You know what I mean?
No.
Maybe they didn't like it.
No, I absolutely see that. Because Capricorn Wounds, Capricorn placements in general, they're willing to do anything it takes to prove to themselves that they can get to the top, whatever the top may be.
Cardinal.
You know?
I mean,
so I feel like if maybe someone thought that they were close to this Capricorn moon, but again, the Capricorn moon wasn't really that close to them, which I feel like can happen with Capricorn placements. Maybe people will think that they're close to them, but Capricorn's like, you're not one of my type people at all. And they're willing to sacrifice your relationship to get what they want. Yeah. Maybe to that person, it will be backstabbing. And I mean, not maybe, that is backstabbing. But if you don't care, you don't care.
Right. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are loyal to a lot of people, which I always say that means you're loyal to nobody. If you're loyal to everybody, that means you're not loyal to anybody. If you're friends with everybody, that means you're not really friends with anybody. You know? And I feel like Capricorn is one of those signs that is quality over quantity. So I could see them stepping on some toes to get what they want. That is a really good point, Maya. Yeah.
That's the only way I can think of them really backstabbing.
Me too.
Because I feel like they're very loyal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Almost to a fault sometimes.
I agree.
Too.
So the last most toxic trait by Capricorns is ghosting, then saying sorry, then doing it again.
Ooh, let's talk about that actually though, because I feel like we talked about this in the video of like, you know, Capricorns are like super deep in their work. Yeah. And they will just, or whatever it is that they're doing, it may not even be work.
Yeah, whatever their time, whatever Saturn has them focusing on.
Exactly. They're lost in it. They say that they've made plans with you, but they're too involved in their thing.
Yeah. No, it's true. And, you know, they want to come back. I don't know why they come back, though. That's what I'm not understanding here.
Well, I think
is that if they're ghosting you...
loyal. Like, they want to...
I'm gonna think that's sweet. I'm gonna say that it's because they're comfortable with dynamic, even though you guys haven't even become that close yet because they're not allowing it to happen. But at least they feel like they're comfortable with you a little bit. So instead of finding a new person, they just come back to you because at least you guys have talked a few times. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Because they don't want to like risk it
and
like trying to find someone new after their little like, you know, hibernation or whatever it is they were working on.
Oh my god.
So they'll just go back to someone that they know will reply.
That's factual. Can I also say I feel like that's kind of a little bit the toxicity of earth signs in general.
Yeah, it's what they're comfortable with.
Exactly.
They go back
to people that they have been with more than I feel like the average because it's comfortable for them.
I feel like water and earth are the ones that do that.
They do.
It's like your emotions and then comfortability. Yeah, it's rough. Go find someone new.
And it's confusing for other people
because they
think that you care about them.
It's honestly, let's just dive into an even deeper topic outside of Capricorns. People, we as a society, and I say we to be polite to make you feel like I'm included in this, even though I don't do this. We as a society need to stop going back to people that we've ghosted, that we've done wrong, because you're giving them the wrong message.
That's so true.
You're really making them think that they're special, and now they're going to like you even more. Clearly, you don't give a fuck about them. If you did, you wouldn't have ghosted them or kicked them to the fucking curb. So go find someone new. A lot of people, damn near everybody, thinks that when you come back, it's because they're, you know what I mean? Like, they're special.
You felt some way
you
about
came
me.
back because they're different.
You're so
and now
right.
they're going to be hung up on you even more. Do you want that, or do you want... Actually, some of these people want that. But I feel like some people don't. They're just doing it out of comfortability.
Yeah.
And I think you guys just need to go find new people. Like, go. Get.
I can't get. I can't.
I was a cowboy in a previous life.
I'm screaming.
But like not like one of those
suffering.
white cowboys. I'm talking about like one of those like brown cowboys.
Can I say that Black people were the first cowboys?
And even better, I was
factual.
like some sort of, I don't know if, I don't think there were cowboys in Iran or in the Persian Empire. But if I was here,
Probably not.
I would have been like a brown cowboy.
She said I would have been a cowboy.
I want emphasis on the brown. And I feel like that would have been fun. I just want to come out those saloon doors and just like you know what I mean? Pew pew. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just watched too many of those cowboy movies with my brothers.
Those old school.
I think that's what it is. It's
They're like,
honestly, it's rough. I always had to watch what my brothers wanted to watch.
I feel
It was just so annoying because my sisters weren't watching shit. Really, they were like doing other shit, and I was the youngest one, so I was watching what my brothers were watching. But they watched a lot of good shit, to be honest. I think that's probably why I am my Gemini placements too, but I'm open to watching any genre. And I don't get scared of really anything, like any weird shit. Scary shit, definitely not. But like, it's just so funny, the diversity of all the different types of movies I'm down with. And it's probably because of them. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I would have just watched like rom-coms. And really scary movies. Those two things. But I've watched everything in between.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about some toxic Twitter time. And this is just really, it's sad. And it's toxic, but it's sad and it's toxic. And I want us to talk about it. I mean, there's really not much to be said besides really just seeing it for what it is. Okay. So this girl... at platformed boots on Twitter.
Not boots. Okay.
And her actual name is Tom Cruise's Shoe Lifts. I love Twitter. I love it. It's so specific. The more specific, the better. And she's like really pretty. Right? Yeah, he's like
that's funny. He's
literally
really
4'9".
short.
Like
yeah, he's like really short.
He's like short. He's actually
5 inches shorter just now.
Anyway, okay, so she tweeted, they, I want to make sure I have the pronouns right. I'll go with they. One of my friends is telling me that her boyfriend came back from a boys' trip to Cancun. So she covertly checked his phone, and there's nothing new except that he downloaded WhatsApp. Girl.
Oh, girl. Girl, what you mean? That means he cheating on you.
That means he met
a little shouty.
That means he met
Mexico,
the love of his life, and now it's not you, it's him.
What you mean?
He's about to say, suddenly when I went to Cancun, I just felt a different vibe. Like, I feel like I just understand myself in a whole nother way, and I don't see how this could work out. And I want you to know, like, this has nothing to do with you. I've just come to realize there's a lot going with me. There's a lot I need to do for myself before I get into a committed relationship. And then suddenly he's married in 2 months because he found the love of his
living
life
in Cancun,
where he's always wanted to be.
Right.
That shit is rough.
Married. She pregnant.
If she might be pregnant right now, actually. That's why he got...
No, but like, you know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of the last episode we were talking about, like, guys get with the person when they're ready to get with
He's
them.
He's ready for her. That's so fucked up. He's ready for her. That's why.
Listen. Like, yo.
No, literally. No, truly.
He downloaded
WhatsApp
the
is
app.
low-key like having a keek.
So he downloaded Snapchat. He downloaded the Snapchat in some ways of America.
What I would do to see the messages.
Where you can get all the slutty messages.
WhatsApp messages.
And pictures.
Truly.
You know what I mean?
No, truly. Truly.
You know?
I want him, what would his explanation be if she brings it up? This is why she can't bring it up. She has to find proof. I want actually more people to understand if you feel like you're going to bring it up to the person without having proof, like, there's a 95% chance they'll gaslight you into thinking that what you said is not valid at all.
Yeah.
What was you trying to say?
No, not like in that sense, but like how to get them. I mean, if you watched our revenge video, I feel like you guys are so good.
Tell on themselves.
Exactly.
You need to make them tell on themselves.
If you have the power to hold your cards and be like,
you can get more.
Yes.
You can get more with less.
And then you get to
they're like,
fuck
how?
with them.
Trust me.
Bigger.
You do. Actually, truly, this is what I want you guys to practice. Oh, I'm telling you guys secrets. Okay. If you are in a situation where you want to catch someone in a lie, when you're starting that conversation, because usually what they do is they start asking questions. Instead of answering your questions that you're asking about the situation, they start answering those questions with questions.
Yeah.
So I want you guys, instead of responding to those and being like, what do you mean? And like getting heated up, stay silent while they're asking these questions. Because when you stay silent, if you can control your emotions, people actually start telling on themselves when the person they're talking to is not responding. Because they think that you already don't believe them. So they start to add something new to the story. And then after a while, they start to look so stupid and they kind of just start spiraling.
They'll spiral themselves. You don't have to do anything.
Literally.
And that's the power of, sometimes the downfall of the mind, but the power of Scorpio in the sense of knowing their own emotions and other people's emotions, and to say that, hey, I think that you could spiral right now.
You guys, truly.
And that is really powerful and cool and kind of scary at the same time, but it's also really cool.
It is. And, I haven't always been good at this. I definitely used to overreact and scream and yell. Even when I knew they were lying and that I was right, I just wanted them to, like, feel my wrath of how angry I am and, like, just start going in on them until I realized, like, how much more I can get from the situation if I just try to control my emotions and sit back and see what else is presented to me. And it's very hard, especially when you know you're right, and especially when you know you have the proof, and especially when you think you're being gaslighted.
Yeah.
Because you want to let them know, I know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know you're lying. You're in the wrong. You're not going to change my mind. But just control it.
And the harder thing, too, sometimes is to realize, like, they want that reaction out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want you to get out of character so then they can seem like the cool, calm, collected one in the situation, right? If you can, like...
Just don't act out of character.
Flip it on them in some ways, too, and get them to show their own colors, like... Again, I feel like that is the beauty of Scorpio, because
it's true.
You think that you have the power situation and you're comfortable.
Yeah.
But Scorpio may have a little fat. And they're just waiting for the right time to come in and sting you, baby.
To poke the hole in your story.
Exactly.
And
to pull out that whole thread.
It's like an anatomy. Like, it's like a big balloon, and as soon as you pop it, it's like like, literally, it's spiraling. It's making the weirdest sound. It's like no one can take you seriously anymore.
Oh, no.
Literally.
You look like a dumbass, a liar.
Yeah.
All the terrible things that you tried to say about the Scorpio, but now it's on you.
And everyone can have the power to do that.
100%.
Just make sure you control your emotions. I think that's the hardest thing for people.
Oh, it's so hard.
It's so hard. I feel like that's why it's so important for people. And like you're talking about Scorpios, and I feel like when Scorpios do that, they usually have another way of expressing their emotions through some sort of creativity or art or whatever it may be. And that's why I want people to find that thing for themselves. Because if you have an avenue to express your heavy emotions, when it's time to talk to the person that made you feel those emotions in the first place, you can have a more productive conversation. You can be a little bit more in control, I say in quotation marks, because we can't control our emotions. Our emotions are there. So I want to actually say that, because I think a lot of times, not just you, me, people, we talk about controlling emotions.
Yeah, no,
I say
so
again
right.
in quotation marks. And I don't think there's any way to control your emotions. I think you can channel your emotions in a healthy way and use them in a way that is beneficial for you and the situation. So that's why, again, like I said, find a thing that makes you express your emotions. So when it's time to express them again with the person that originally made you feel them, you can do so in a very natural way, because you don't all of a sudden feel this tsunami of emotions when you're around them. Because you've already expressed them through some sort of art or creative project.
Yes, and that's so key, and I feel I see a lot for Scorpios is like they know how to release it in other ways, high vibrational ones, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. And I see some other signs struggling a little bit with like, what is my passion, or where do I go, and where do I direct that energy, you know? And I feel like that's why so many people do look to Scorpio as like a North Star, because it seems very like innate and natural to them to like find that, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a little bit harder for some other signs, but like, be experimental, you know what I mean? Like everyone, and know that too, like Scorpio may find it in one sense, but they're evolutionary, right? Like that's the beautiful thing about Scorpio too, and what other people need to realize. It's going to change, right? You need to be adaptable. One thing that you love may not be the thing that carries you to the next portion of your life, right? So I feel like adaptability is like
key,
the biggest thing. And a killer player in Revenge too, to wrap it back to that. Like if you can adapt to your situation, you will be the most effective when you're ready to kill.
Thanks y'all for kicking it with your freaking besties. If you're watching on a Friday, I hope you're having a wonderful day and an even better weekend, because you deserve it.
You deserve it.
If you're listening, don't forget to leave us a review on Apple, Spotify, wherever you're listening. And if you're watching, hey, we hope you guys love all of our, reactions on video.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's really fun knowing that we're being recorded, because I'm just having a conversation with my best friend.
Yes.
So to know that, like, all of our little moments are being recorded, it's actually pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, it is, genuinely.
So like the video on YouTube, subscribe, share it with your friends if you think they'll fuck with us, and we'll see you next time.
We love you. Have a good weekend.
Bye.